I've done a lot of work with risk management. One of the major problems we have in this space, and this usually ruffles feathers, is a lot of people in the cyber community throw around the word risk or quantification or risk management, and they don't really know what that term means. None of those terms mean.
Yeah.
That's one of our biggest problems. Now, how do you account for risk? And I I I have this debate with people that are professional risk quantification managers, and we agreed to still love each other in spite of disagreeing. The problem we have with using a lot of those techniques in the cyber environment is most of the data, most of the techniques are truly designed for an environment that is
Yes.
just imagine your just imagine your you know just imagine your car insurance. What if you tried to get insurance when a certain percentage of the people on the road were out to get you, right? That's the cyber world, because we just don't build up a lot of statistics about how often does ransomware happen, this, that, and the other thing. We have malicious actors that are actively trying to hurt us. That disrupts a lot of the traditional risk quantification measures. Now, what is valid is we historically in the cyber community have used technical controls to protect all our assets in the enterprise. The reality is not all assets are created equal. So we actually have a sense of what are our most valuable assets, look at which are the most exposed. And then on our protection, we need to protect the enterprise, but we also need to specifically protect individual assets. And those are going to include people, process, technology, and the organization. It's not just what technical control can I build my hard outer wall so nobody ever gets in. That no longer works. It
That
worked,
does not work at all.
doesn't work. It did for a time.
And you mentioned something very interesting, the people and process side of this as well, because you look at business email compromise, just as an example, that's a total process violation. I mean, that's,
Yes, it is.
and people don't think about that. Your IT person is not going to be thinking about it in those terms.
They don't. Now let's go back to AI. AI, every problem, every issue we have with AI, whether it's a risk to the model, risk to the business, use in however we're using it, whatever it is, it's a technology induced problem without a technology solution,
Beautiful.
right? And that's causing us a lot of headaches, because what's the first reaction of a lot of privacy cyber people? They're going, what technical control do I pop up? Well, you can't inspect these models, right? It's not about this hardcore perimeter. It's about the people, the process, the organizational dimensions that feed into all this. Don't get me wrong. There's basic blocking and tackling. You still need access control and logging,
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
but
it's like you got to lock your car, man. That's basic. And
I
take the
like,
keys with you.
I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that.
But that doesn't mean your car won't be stolen, as my daughter
No,
can attest to.
you
Twice.
know, you know what? Like my dad used to tell me, locks just keep honest people honest. So the tougher the lock, the more sophisticated the crook has to be.
That's right.